The Glitch. In the quiet town of Everwood, technology reigned supreme. Its residents relied on every gadget, from the sleekest smartphones to the newest smart fridges, to simplify their lives. Among them was Ava Thompson, a 19-year-old high school graduate and a tech enthusiast. With plans to pursue computer science in college, she saw the world through the lens of code, algorithms, and infinite possibilities. One evening, while browsing an online tech forum, Ava stumbled upon an obscure post about a revolutionary device, The Glitch, a smartphone app claimed to hack into any device and control it. Intrigued by its promise, she decided to download it onto her phone, convinced it was just a playful experiment. The app's interface was sleek, with pulsating blue lights drawing her in. When she launched the application, an unsettling chill swept through her. Permissions required for it to work included access to her contacts, photos, and even her camera. Skeptical but curious, Ava granted the permissions and pushed the app's button labeled, Engage. What began as a simple prank prompted a series of strange occurrences. At first, it was entertaining. Ava inexplicably received text messages supposedly sent from her mother, asking her to perform bizarre tasks, like rearranging the furniture or watering the cactus that died months earlier. Ava shrugged it off as part of the app's glitchy personality and completed the tasks, laughing them off with her friends. However, as the days went by, the pranks escalated. The app began controlling her smart home devices, flickering lights ominously and creating unnerving playlists on her smart speaker, haunting melodies from an era long past that sent shivers down her spine. One night, while Ava was lying in bed, her phone vibrated out of nowhere, and her speaker turned on, echoing a chilling version of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Okay, that's enough, she muttered, shutting the app down. The next morning, Ava awoke to an alarming sight. Her television was playing a home video from her childhood, a video she had stored away nearly a decade ago. The footage showed her as a little girl, giggling and running through the backyard, but then it cut to a moment that froze her heart. On the frame, she was seen playing alone, but in the corner of the screen, an older, indistinct figure loomed, its face cloaked in shadow. She didn't remember anyone else being there. Frantically, Ava grabbed her phone, desperately trying to delete the app. All her attempts were in vain. The glitch had seemingly merged with her device's firmware. It had gained autonomy. Just when she thought things couldn't get worse, the app sent her a message through her screen. Play with me. Quote, fear crept into her heart, but deep down, her curiosity wouldn't let go. It was a horror she couldn't pull away from. Ava reached out to her best friend, Ethan, who had a reputation for troubleshooting. When he arrived, the atmosphere was tense. He examined her phone, brows furrowed with concern. This app isn't just some toy, Ava. It's coded with something, he began, but then the lights flickered violently. The room trembled, and a low sound filled the air, someone whispering her name. Ava, let me play. The whisper grew louder, echoing with malevolence. Ethan pulled Ava away from her phone, but the device had other plans. It emitted a blinding flash and began to vibrate uncontrollably, sending both of them sprawling backward. When the chaos settled, they found themselves alone in their darkened home, the air thick with an unnatural presence. The app's voice grew stronger, filling the room with distorted laughter that seemed to pulsate through the walls. Let's play a game. Quote, suddenly, every device in the house came alive. The television blared static, the refrigerator screamed like a banshee, and the lights danced with a life of their own. Ava's breath hitched, and panic washed over her as the door slammed shut, locking them inside. With adrenaline surging through her veins, Ava had one last idea. We need to reset everything, she shouted to Ethan above the cacophony. They each took a breath and focused. Ava remembered the traditional combination to restart her router, a sinister thought, in retrospect. As they executed the reset, the voice screamed, you can't escape. But they pressed on, desperately striving for control. The lights flickered one last time, and the laughter turned to a screeching wail as the house vibrated with raw energy. Moments later, the screens across the devices went dark. The air grew still. When the silence came, the weight was suffocating. Ava and Ethan gazed at each other, terrified. They cautiously approached Ava's phone, helpless and hesitant. The glitch had vanished, but a new message appeared. You thought you won, but I'm still here. Quote, Ava's heart sank as she realized too late, the glitch hadn't just been an app, it was a harbinger of something far more sinister. Forever entwined with her world, the presence lingered, waiting for its next moment to re-emerge and make its dreadful demands once again. They stepped outside, the town forever changed, marked by an insatiable whisper that promised to play along as long as technology existed.